Hello. It is a snake. It is in fact a snake. Hi. Tired Frogo. Oh no. Oh no. I'm hungry. But otherwise I'm good. But hungry. Hungry even. Benui. Ah. Okay. Rome. I mean, Rome is always good. What is this frame rate though? Oh boy. I gotta fix that. 1 second. But you were there. You were there, and you got plush frog. Can you argue with plush frog? I don't think you can. Why is my CPU dying? Hold on. Right. Right. If I go there, then it gets better. Yes. Hi, Vendrit. So, I do feel that. So the city I live in, which for obvious reasons I'm not going to disclose on stream, has the worst street layout I've ever lived in. So, before we continue the story, let me just tell you the street layout really quickly. So, we have this, like, the old city, from, like, ancient times when it was built. And then we have, like, rather modern city built around that. And the inner city was built, like, before cars were a thing. It was actually built before carriages were a thing. Like, it was built during, like, ancient war times. And because of that, the infrastructure to get around within the city is terrible to non-existent. So what they built instead is a massive, like, street circle that goes around the city. And then you have, like, little offshoots that sometimes pierce between the blocks. And then in the middle of that is just a massive, like, pedestrian-only zone. Where you're not allowed to drive cars because you would just run people over. Unless you have, like, special permission to enter that area because you are a delivery driver for one of the stores that is in that part. But the thing is, so we have this massive fucking circular mess of a street that encircles this area where basically everything and everyone wants to go to is. And then they decided to make it one way. They decided to make that massive circle a one-way street, basically. Because it is a two-way, like, it's a bidirectional street circle, but the offshoots that go in are all one-way streets, and you are only allowed to drive into them from both lanes sometimes. Other times, you're not allowed to enter the city if you are in the wrong lane. So if you miss your turn, you can get ready to probably circle half, if not the entire thing again. So that's fun. Luckily, that is exactly not a problem because buses exist and walking. Nobody in this city, like, who doesn't work in the outer, like, industrial or commercial area or in another city, no one owns a car in this town. Unless you, like, really need it to either move, like, a big family around, or if you have to leave the city for some reason. Like, I don't even own a bike. All I do in this city, I do either by foot, or if I do feel, like, gracious and spendy, I might buy a bus ticket. For, like, €3 to get where I need to go, because the buses have lanes that the cars are not allowed to drive, and sometimes the buses even have entire streets that cars are not allowed to drive. They invested very heavily in bus infrastructure versus car infrastructure in this city. Because most of the tourists wouldn't have a car. Most of the tourists here arrive by train and then just go to the hotel. They don't drive here. You don't drive here as a tourist. Usually. Because, so, I might give away too much about the location, but this is very, very, like... The city is very, popular with foreign visitors. So we have a lot of people coming here who have to travel to Germany by plane. And then they have to, like, they won't have a car if they went here by plane. So public infrastructure is very important. I would rather not. Like, okay, I don't have to worry about getting doxxed via my IP address because I live in Germany, and every time I go to one of those GeoIP reverse lookup sites, it's not even hitting the right city for my IP. But, like, I would rather not. You can't dox me. Germany's GeoIP lookup table is so messed up that you sometimes end up in a different city. And I think one time back in my parents' home, I ended up 100 kilometers away from where I actually am, which was funny. Anyway, the way you described it, I was expecting the place to be abandoned. Perhaps our fortunes are finally improving. Though we should probably hear what Guthgen has to say before we celebrate. Assuming we can find him, that is. Google thinks I'm in Milan. I'm gonna see what mine thinks. What is my IP? That is, in fact, my public IP address, yes. Yeah, so the hit for my IPv6 address is Berlin. Yeah. Nah. I don't live in Berlin. Not even close. I don't even live in the same fucking federal state as Berlin. Okay, that's a stupid statement. Berlin is the federal state. Berlin is in fact one of the few city-states we have in Germany. Berlin is technically a state. But I don't even live in the state surrounding Berlin, let alone Berlin. I don't live in Brandenburg. What are you doing here? I don't know what I'm doing here. Well, you should have listened to Theft. You're wasting your time. I don't even live in North Italy, but Google is so convinced. Yeah, I love it. So my V4 address is actually like kind of accurate, but it's like a 500 kilometer radius centered on like one place. But my V4 address is static, so yeah. I do have that. I actually do own an IPv4 address, which is kind of funny. Anyway. This side is not as developed as the others, is it not? Surely there must be something left. I should explain. The stone you're looking for is leonine. All the tellers in the hills of Amber powered using them. Word least, anyway. Whatever's left, if anything, is too far below the to safely excavate. The deepest reaches of the mine, we use tallows to keep the pathways from collapsing. They're still there, but they could give at any time, because much of the mine is closed off. An only option is to search for higher levels of any fragments for leonine that may have been overlooked. I suppose there may be one other way. Well, don't leave us in suspense. What you're asking is a trade secret. I need to be duly compensated in exchange. Fine, what do you want? The other day I found a velvet gold piece down in the mines. A bloody velvet gold piece. Wouldn't you know it? Dropped a damn thing somewhere while I was working. Find it and I'll tell you what you want to know. You'd have a hot bargain, sir. We'll take it. It seems you have our work cut out for us, Rain. Thankfully, I have an idea for how we might hurry things along. I'm sure you've noticed, despite the best efforts to illuminate the corridors, it's rather dark in here, meaning it will be that much harder to find a single coin hiding in the shadows. That's why I propose we use these, sundrops, to help the eye take in more light. Why don't you start your search further in? And I handle this area here. I retrace your steps after the case you happen to miss it. If you feel the drop's effects were enough, I can give you more, so don't worry. Whee! But yeah, like, GeoIP is very fun. It usually hits the correct country, and then that's about it. Every once in a blue moon, it hits the correct, like, nearest major city, and then that's also about it. You know? Whee! Nope, Milan, yes. Always. Who doesn't live there? I live there. My mom lives there, everyone. Just... Francis Bacon lives there. I was hoping he'd drop the gold piece somewhere closer to the entrance. More fool me for thinking Lady Luck was on our side. Well, I got it, so... You revealed your city, oh no. So you say you have a proven knack for success regardless of circumstances. Not very much I could have discovered it and assisted. I only managed to survive the Krethan wilderness in the imperial capital by virtue of extensive preparation. Habit of mine since childhood, and one of a few positive traits which endeared me to Louisa, I imagine. Well, it hasn't been easy finding a way to compensate for my condition. Every tourist trinket has proven vital to my continued success, such as it is. Had I chosen to pursue the arcane arts rather than espionage, well, I'd rather not think on it. So long as I have the means to protect those dear to me, and to see my duties through, that's all that matters. Now let's hurry and see the return to, return to Guthrie. The sooner we get back to Urian Jane and Fury, the better. Your bag, what does that mean? Found it. I'll be damned, you actually found it. Well, deal's a deal. I don't think they'll mean you find what you're after, but... To be honest, I wasn't sure you could pull it off. But you did, and I'm a man of my word. Come with me. Talos. Talos. I love these golems, they're so cool. It's still going. Dark side. So good. But yeah, didn't you know everyone lived in the same city? There's just one. One city. That's it. End of story. Every time I step out of those months, the sky seems to get brighter. I never leave them if the air won't set so stale. I do not come here to make grievances. You have to lean. First, I have to ask, you have heard of rockworms? Rockworms? I know them not by I know them by another name, though. I'm fairly certain the locals call them knockers. Ah, that they do. Well, I will not call them. Those little bastards may be the answer to your troubles. Yeah, I'm actually Italian. Can't you tell by my impeccable Italian pronunciation? They can fit through cracks and crevices down where we could never hope to reach. On an occasion, they come back with something valuable. They dig up lean in the mines? Okay, occurrence, but yes. That said, it usually amounts to no more than a few flakes. Well, our only other option sounds tantamount to suicide. So how can we draw those rockworms? Over by that shack, you'll find a bag of full smoke bombs. Set off a few in the mines and you'll flush them out in no time. Once they're out and open, Nagum sends us to check the backs. I should warn you, this method of mining, if you can call it that, is used as the last resort on account of what little they like to bring back. You want to cover as much ground as you can if you hope to find anything of value. Assuming you do find something, bring it here and I'll have a look. We should split up. If we're to cover more ground as he suggests. If you can cover these 3 areas on your map, I'll see the parts between them. Map! Whee! Verbert. Verbert. Pet. Ah. Ah. Is a pet. Cool. Crevice. Wee. Verb. Whee! Crevice. Put it in it. Ah, yeah. Ha ha! Easy. Ta-da! Rubble. Oh no! Is a bean. Oh no. Boop. It was good. I did some research for a project that I'm working on, which is exciting. It's always fun. What's the other thing? Hello? Is there... Huh? There's supposed to be another one here. Where? No? No. There it is! Why is it all the way over here? Unbelievable. Boop. Come on, really? Every time? Ich. Bonk. Get stomped. Little thing. Sassy. Sassamogus. I don't know. My day was very Sassamogus, I would say. I don't know if you've ever had a Sassamogus day, but that's what it is. It is what it is. Sassamogus. I love that that has like lost all meaning by now. You can just say them. People are like, ah, yes, smogus. Good. I too was thinking about some mogus. I can't believe they announced another Among Us game mode. Are you gonna vent about Among Us? Or just in general? Among Us. Gregory. Have you ever heard of the hit game Among Us, Gregory? You need to vent. Vent sassily. Very good. How would you how else would anyone ever vent if not sassily? Is Sicily like Sicily? Is it an island? Is Sicily an island? I don't know, but I didn't take geography in like the German equivalent of high school. So I have no idea. I don't know where things are. I roughly know where like big countries are, and that's about it. And I mean like physically like large. Anything bigger than like stuff. Anything bigger than like I want to say the Netherlands. I kind of know where it is. But like with very few exceptions, like Luxembourg, I could not tell you what a small country is called if you showed it to me on a map. I could make a guess and probably get close to what that country's name is. Because I would be able to, like, identify the continent. But, like, I have no clue. I can't even, like... I can't even keep Germany's east neighbors apart except for like Poland. Because Poland big. But I couldn't tell you where fucking the Czech Republic is. I couldn't tell you. I don't know where it is. Let alone like Botswana. I know it exists. I have no clue where. There you are. Find anything promising? Yup. Between the two of you, I'd say you've got quite a haul. I must be comfortable, friends. It's going to take time for me to sift through all this. Geography.
You may not remember this about Arminfilia.
Yeah. Cutscene.
But prior to founding the Path of the 12, long before the Scions, she was something of a minor. After her father died, Flamine took her in and taught her the trade. I think they were both seeking to fill the void left by a loved one. Maybe that's why she took to it so readily. Back in those days, I spent most of my time in the Quicksand, or some other tavern, loosening tongues and gathering secrets. Occasionally, I'd catch a glimpse of her in the street, on her way home after another hard day's work. I always felt a wave of relief when I saw she'd come back safe, along with a pang of guilt at the fact I wasn't there to support her as I should have been. Simply speaking with her more than once in a blue moon would have been a good start, but I could never bring myself to do it. Instead, I threw myself into my work and became every drunkard's best friend.
Well, not your finest hour, to say the least. Thancred.
Far from it, and Flamine has never let me live it down. But that was a lifetime ago. Here and now, I have another chance to do things right, and I will not squander it again.
Hey, come and see what I found. You're not going to believe this.
Tell me it's Leonine.
It is at that. You lot were born lucky. It's mostly broken pieces. But look at this.
This is a rather fine specimen.
It's been decades since we found anything approaching this big. But that's not all. There's an engraving on it.
Ah, these scratches here. They're a little hard to make out. To my beloved Magnus and Schoolie.
No!
Yes! Do you see? It was a gift to Magnus from his wife. She found it. She really found it.
Aww.
She must have spent her final hours carving this message into the stone, in the hope that he might
I
see
forgot about this part.
Those rock-backed bastards must have made off with it before we could clear a path to her. It's fate that brought you here to find this stone. No other explanation. It makes me wonder what else might still be buried in these parts.
Oh, man. It's hard to keep track of all the sad parts in this game. That one caught me off guard. I wouldn't believe I don't see myself. I'd be sorry if I said in the Talos. I would like to take it to Magnus. For young Lee, as he's believed, he died for nothing. You must know the truth, that her sacrifice was not in vain. We'll take it straight to him. Give him a word. Thank you, Catherine, for all your help. Right then, let's not keep everyone waiting. Are we going to see Big Catman cry? The answer is yes. Man. Let's do a tiny little bit of meta-analysis. I think the reason why Stormblood works so excessively well as a story is because all the people have struggles that are relatable. They may be caused by a supernatural phenomenon, but they are relatable struggles. Having your wife die in the mines is like... That's a quite, like, normal... compared to, like, the other stuff in this game, quite normal thing to happen to a person. You know? They're Shadowbringers, whatever. Shut up. Stupid Venrit over here with his Cox emotes. SMH. Man! You know those are basically the same. Anyway, it's time for more sad. Actually, it's not sad. It's more like sappy, I guess. Please be voiced. I don't want to read this. God fucking damn it, Magnus. Stormblood. Yes. What? Oh, it's you. You've come to complain a lot about the trolley. You've had no sympathy from me. I've told you before I won't run. You wouldn't listen. Oh, but it will, now that we have this. Your name is engraved on it, along with your son's. It was a gift from your wife, Magnus. From Magna. The fucking music. No, she couldn't have. Agna. Take it. Do with it what you will. You certain? You would lay your plans, but... I said take it, as you found it. You who needs it. Take and look at that stone. All I can see is... Please, just leave me be. I hope you'll be there when the Talos stirs to life. I'm sure she'd want you to see it. Would you do the honors of delivering this to Orion J? Man. Wait, this story works so well because the people in it have normal struggles. They feel like people you would just meet somewhere. They feel relatable. Which is something a lot of fantasy stories fail to provide. Because they give people the same struggles over and over again. It's a monster attacking the people. It's a tyrant suppressing his subjects. It's all like, but it's usually not just an evil king. It's usually like an evil king who is I haven't retired a retainer. Sorry. I'll let's make a retainer real quick. Whoops. Can I not hire one here? I mean, that I guess that makes sense. I need to make space in my inventory. This will take a second, but we can keep talking about the game while I do this. So the thing is, like, it's usually like a tyrant capable of like evil magic, or a tyrant who is being led astray by his evil magic advisor. It's fairy tales. It's fairy tale issues. And so the issues have fairy tale solutions. Okay. What do we have here? Let's just... No, I can't use this. Let's just make... I don't know. Generic cat girl. Mm-hmm. I don't care about the retainers on my own second character. Sure. Independent, why not? Clarice. Is that free? Sorry, sad. Storage cat. I don't really know. That was available. Perfect. Good. That is not stupid at all that that's available. Well, no longer is. Because retainer names are used in listings for the market board, they must be unique on the entire server. They must be unique on the entire server. No one else has thought of storage cat for their retainer on this entire server. Which is just great. I should sell these. But yeah, so that's kind of the thing with this expansion. It might all be like the issues may be created by the flood, but the hardships these people face are not supernatural in nature. They all have very regular person issues. Like, the people living in Yulmore. Yulmore is essentially, like, an aristocratic hellhole with a slum around it. That's something we could have in real life very easily. Rich people city with slum around it is not an uncommon, like, structural thing. The ward returned, and with Leonine, it would seem. As promised, the Talos hath been made ready to receive its heart. Thanks in no small part to Jarek, Thaf, and Minfilia. At least we shall return to the Timeless, the Sentinel of Stone, that we may present toward Nabatering. Very good. Now let us begin.
Preparations for the enchantment are complete. When the heart hath been suffused with a sufficient quantity of ether, the golem should be restored to life.
Oh, also, addendum to that. In addition to that, you also have this supernatural threat of the light barrier itself. Because just imagining living in a world that is almost fully destroyed and having had no idea what the night sky looks like sounds like a nightmare. Like, sure, people in this universe live longer than 100 years. But people are still born in this world. People are born in this world of light that have in their entire life never seen a star, or the moon, or the sun even. Because the sky has always been covered in that barrier of light.
All right then. Whenever you're ready.
Also, the color grading is amazing. Just on the visual side of things, the light. Oh. Yes.
It's working. It's working. Magnus!
You left me for this? This wretched heap of stone and rubble? This worthless pile of earth? And yet, I can't.
What troubleth thee, child?
It's her other dad.
I shouldn't be here. I don't deserve to be. I don't deserve any of the things you've done for me. I'm just a burden, helpless and hopeless. If tomorrow came and I was gone, it would be better for everyone.
Urianger is
Thank God
ridiculously
most of
hot.
all. He'll never admit it,
Ugh.
but I can see it in his eyes. I wish he'd just say it. Just say that he hates me, that he wishes I was dead so that she could return.
Pit pat.
None of this is thy doing, child. 'Twas I who set the oracle on her path unto the first. I who condemned you all to suffer these torments. 'Tis my sin alone, and one that will haunt me unto my dying day. Yet I dare not dwell over long on my many regrets, for the world is a tapestry of fates, interwoven and inseparable. And we who strive to better it cannot choose but make difficult decisions. For naught of worth was ever achieved without sacrifice. And thus must man ever struggle to weigh life against loss. The one for whom thou mournest beareth no grudge. Were she here, she would not suffer thee to languish in sorrow. She would tell thee to seek thine own path, thine own purpose. It is a truth which I myself was slow to learn. Yet a truth it remaineth. Thou needst but have faith, and all will be well.
He's so good. Have you no words for her, Thancred?
Not today.
Meanwhile, in the Crystarium. Meanwhile, TM. Emmett's Elk! Yes. Cirque time!
To what do I owe the pleasure that is your extended stay?
Oh, to the tediousness of our hero's present endeavors. That and the insufferable abundance of light in Armorang. I should be glad to keep my distance. Oh, I'm rather fond of sleep, you know. It's a wonderful way to pass the time. Not that my compeers will agree, mind you. Always on the move, the lot of them. Like La Hebrea, constantly jumping from vessel to vessel. Such fire, such determination. So much passion, fleeting and forgotten. Come to think of it, Exarch, I don't believe I've ever seen you retire to your chambers for so much as 40 winks. However do you keep your eyes from closing? The cold shoulder. You wound me, sir. Always so guarded in our every interaction. Interactions you curiously refrain from sharing with the Scions and their champion.
And risk souring your budding relationship? I think not. Much as I dislike you, there are more useful targets for his energies. And I'm not in the habit of pointing him at my enemies like a weapon.
Is that right? Fond of him, are you? You continue to fascinate me, Exarch. But tell me, who are you? The once great nation whose ingenuity gave birth to this tower was shaped by my hand. As such, I know full well the wonders it can facilitate and those it cannot. There is nothing in these walls which could have aided you in summoning our dear friend across time and space. Much less in possession of his mortal flesh, not even I could have performed such a feat.
I see. You had a hand in Alag as well. You would know what I am? I am the adjudicator of the sacred history with which you dared trifle. I am keeper of this tower's boundless wisdom. The wisdom of ages without age, of everywhere and nowhere. The great work of those who tamed the wings of time and grasped the nature of the rift. 'Tis a boon born of the sacrifice of brave heroes who gave their lives for a brighter future. I will not see their hopes and dreams squandered. The history which led us here will be unwritten. I promise you that.
Ah, he gives so much away.
Well, it seems we're both eager to fulfill our duties then.
On that much, we are in agreement.
Do you have a guess as to who the Exarch might be? I welcome you to post the guess in chat. Obviously not people who have played the game already. Unless you want to share your guess from back before you played it. Which obviously that's fine, if you still remember who you originally guessed he was. It's you. Okay, very good. Now, we know this character. I will give you that much. The Crystal Exarch is not a new character. That is something they have already, revealed before the add-on launched in the live letters. The Crystal Exarch is a person we have already met. Mine apologies for the delay. Minfilia and I had a private matter to discuss, which bringeth me to the question, how didst thou find Thancred during your search? He spoke of Minfilia, of his own accord, I see. 'Tis well that he did, and with such a candour. I attempted to broach the subject before. My intention was to ensure not words remained unspoken between them, lest tragedy intercede. A regret I myself know all too well. Alas, in the end he refused to heed my counsel. A time will come when they must face the reality of their circumstances, but I have faith that it will all be well in time. Now, let us not tarry any longer. The Talos and Nabatha ring await. Where the fuck's the quest? Over there, it's Magnus. Magnus. You ever guessed you don't remember names, so you'll say he's one of the beautiful frog NPCs we met? That would be funny. I mean, you can like describe if you remember the context of the character, if you want to. It's been years since I've seen a Talos in such fine shape. With that, Agna was here to see it, or a son. I was ready to let her dreams lie down there in the mines. Clearly, Dio, yes. Even after you'd found the Leonine, I refused to believe it could work. Gods, what a fool I was. But I tell you now, I'm going to take good care of this Talos, for both their sakes. On behalf of my family and all the miners of Twine, thank you. Well, enough chitter-chatter. Let's see you lot in a battering, eh? Well, everything seems to be in order. I take it the Talos' presence resolves the issue of the gate. Oh, that, yes. It's designed to open at the Talos approach. Then we can finally go to Nabatarang. You certainly can. All that remains is a final check of control box over at the mines. Yay, it does. You hear them, boys? Get the Talos over to the mines. And keep a close eye on it around the curves, understood? Yes, sir. Let's repair to the mines then. Before we go, while you were in with Rain, I prepared an extra set of cartridges for you. And this one, it's the practice cartridge you gave me. I know I should have thrown it away ages ago, but I've been adding a little extra to it every day. After so many charges, I'm honestly not sure what it'll do, but I wanted you to have it, for luck. Minfili, we should hurry. Mandus and the others are probably wondering where we are. Okay. Wee. Bnui. Bnui. It is the year of the Bnui. Don't forget that. It is in fact bunny year. Bun. Buns. Small. Bnui. Violence? Oh no. Ah! Hello. Violence has been redeemed. Okay. I will use my power of knowing what comes next to take a short toilet break here. I'll be right back. I'll also get a drink. I'm back. And I got a drink. Sip. Now. So this is it. We're finally going to Nabatha Ring. I've thought long and hard about what to say to her. To the real Minfilia. I hoped when the time came, I would know, but with every step we take, I feel more uncertain. There's no reason to give up, though. Not when this much is at stake. Thank you, all of you, for helping me get there. Now, let's not keep Magnus waiting. Yep! There you are. So what do you think? A little primitive looking, I'll admit it. But Daedalus stonework has always favored a simple, intuitive design. That philosophy has served us well enough. Much of the trolley network uses single tracks, making it easy for the Talus to navigate them as needed. And plotting a route is so simple, even we can do it. Which makes for fewer accidents in transit. Speaking of which, are you ready to board? But yeah, as you can see, he is in the weird crystal shader of doom. That means this is instanced. It begins. We are now getting into probably one of my favorite instances in the entire game. Because it is very cool. Oh, by the way, I forgot to ask, how's the sound?
Oriange?
Is the mix good? Am I too loud? Is the game too quiet?
Thou must needs carry on without me. The path to Nabatha Rang lieth open. Whilst thou travellest thither to the south, I would apprise Mistress Alize and the others of our progress. As circumstances permit, I will thereafter rejoin the hunt for the remaining Light Wardens.
Yay.
Magnus, will the gate close immediately after the trolley passes through?
No, it will stay open until someone closes it manually. Built that way to prevent any untimely accidents.
Then you and the others can meet us in Nabatha Rang, after giving the Yulmorans the slip.
Oriange. Thank you for everything.
Aww.
Remember, thou needst but have faith.
If you finished with your goodbyes, I suggest you grab hold of something. Be a shame if you took a tumble. The tracks beyond the gate aren't in the best of shape, so the trolley can only go as far as Malik. Godspeed!
I'll fix the audio as soon as I'm able. Make the game a bit louder.
Ah, that must be the gate.
It is.
Well, so far so good.
Oh, shit.
Wait, is that Ranjit?
Oh, shit.
You're a stubborn old swine, aren't you?
He is.
One who has mastered Gukumots fears not the blackest pit or the fieriest hell. Your deeds in the East did not go unnoticed. Long have I lain in wait, and sure enough, you did not disappoint.
He did just fucking kick the card, yes.
Had you only sworn fealty to Lord Vorthry, you'd have no cause to skulk about like frightened animals.
But I won't.
You will remain as you are, while I dispatch these villains.
No, I won't. I won't let you.
You forget to whom you speak. Who armed you, trained you, fought and killed 1,000 sin-eaters with you? And when you were inevitably cut down and lay lifeless in my arms, who sought out your successor to carry on the futile struggle again and again? We seek to bring peace to what is left of this shattered land, while these mad fools would only bring further chaos down upon us. Do not be deceived, child. Only by Lord Vorthry's hand will this dying world know a sliver of salvation.
I don't know about the world, but I never asked to be saved. However much it hurts, and however hard it gets. It's my life, and I want to live it on my own terms! And those mad fools you want me to abandon, the ones I've traveled with, fought with, and may one day die with, they feel the same. So no, I will not be deceived, no matter what you say. I refuse to believe it's all for nothing. They're everything to me. All I have, and all I need. And I would gladly do anything for them. Let us pass, or kill me. I'm not leaving here without them.
How dare you! Very well. If you would cast your lot with villains, then you shall share their fate.
Thank Red.
I heard what you said, and I'm sorry for all the things I've left unspoken. You have to go, now!
Thancred, no!
Go! Do what you came here to do. I'll not have you waste that newfound resolve on me. I leave her in your hands. Hurry!
Well, let's go then. No.
Not another step. Your fight is with me.
Yes.
You think yourself her protector? As if a whelp like you could be a better father to her than me.
You thought we were gonna play me during the fucking instance? We are not! It's Thancred time, baby! Let's go! Let's zoom out a bit. There we go. Ayalite kept secrets, but no more. She deserves better. A life of pain. A ceaseless conflict and despair. Oh wow, that stays, okay. Good to know. Ah, my ass. Would you come closer? Like, at least out of the AoE. Thank you.
Vanity.
What does this do? Uh-huh. I love this so much.
Answer my call.
And this is when they knew they were gonna make Reaper. Ranjit is just the Reaper prototype. Better a monster than a deceiver. A spinner full of strings. There's no folly in hope. As I said it's much myself once. I was wrong. Never again. Damn it, I need time to line up a clean shot. I suppose there's no other way. Pew pew.
When will you learn?
That's so cool. When you're dead and buried. Yield now, and I will grant you quick death. But we've only just begun. Thancred! What is this foolishness? Not good indeed. Boom! Bitch! You would court death for me parlor tricks? My life would be just a small price to pay. Then pay it you shall. It's so cool. What he used is a technique that basically almost kills the user to hide them. This man. How could you not love Thancred? You've never understood her. She's not a bird to be locked away in a gilded cage.
And you presume to be her protector? Pathetic.
Pathetic. Huh. I gotta use it again then. Go with these tricks. Oh, it's still down here.
No quarter!
Uh-oh. Okay. Boom! You've played your hand far too early, boy. Oh no! Bide your time for a chance to strike. Okay. Die, Renjit! Ah, it's so good. I'm trying my best to read out the dialogue. Ah. Remember when we played as Elf, you know? Back in Stormblood? This is what that was testing. This is what that was for. Sacred time.
Is that all?
And for this last cottage, have to make it count. There you are.
Fall!
Damn. God, but how?
Fools to a man! Fall!
Ah! I thought you would fall for the third time. Two times was perhaps already too many. No more tricks, then let us finish this. Ooh. Thank goodness, lucky he's a tank. Ow. The bone stacks, no. But you don't even see the grand finale. Just a little more. Bonk. One last disappearing act. When not struggling to stand, I might think you're serious. Oh, I am deadly serious. Come on! Stop stunning me! Hold still! Boom! Yes! He used the cartridge, the one that she'd been filling up for months.
You would have her suffer and die. I would spare her that fate.
That is not for you or anyone else to decide, ever again.
Oh, Thancred is so good.
Not a single day goes by that I don't think about all that you have given me.
It's time to sad.
Countless memories and moments I took for granted. Gods, you grew up so fast. But you had to, didn't you? For those you had lost. For those you could yet save. A world teetering on the very brink of oblivion, for which you gave your everything, without hesitation. Your kindness, your compassion, your love. Then and now. One last time, with a little help. I'm so proud to have been a part of your life. Oh, Minfilia.
This is the place, Rain. This is where she stopped the flood. The last time I was here, when I felt her presence overwhelming me, I tried to pretend it wasn't happening. Just turn away. But I can't turn away now. Not this time. Thancred and the others. I have to face her. Oops. In the event that you leave the array, speak with the apprentice engineer and Twine. Ah, yes. In the event that you leave, accidentally, I can sense a presence, albeit faintly. Come on, let's look over by the crystal wall. Thancred is so good. Hold up. This is important. I don't want to have to walk back here. I'm gonna grab that. There we go. Oh, this is the place from the cutscene where she first spoke with her. Let's do it again.
Is this?
Yes.
Run for your lives! It's the flood! The flood! Ah!
The end is nigh!
Look! There's somebody up there! On top of the palace!
Man, we haven't seen her in a while, have we?
No, stand back. We shall stay the flood.
But this is what I want! It's my sacrifice to make!
Your time has not yet come. When all hangs in the balance, you must give them hope.
Ophelia!
This place.
There she is.
Ours is a meeting long overdue. Full glad am I that we may finally speak.
Good to see you again. How have you been? How was dying over and over for 100 years?
My dear, sweet child, yours is a burden none should ever be forced to bear. Such pain and suffering you have endured, yet still you came. For this and more, I thank you.
I've lost count of the times I've almost given up. If people hadn't helped me every step of the way, I never would have made it.
Yet here you stand, resolved. Now, tell me your heart's desire.
To defeat the Sin Eaters, and bring this world back from the brink. The remaining Wardens have hidden themselves from us. But with the power of the Oracle, I thought we might be able to find them.
Indeed you could. Their radiance would be unmistakable. But know, my child, that the power you seek will come at a price. We stand now at the crossroads. A decision must be made. Tis only natural to be afraid, to hesitate. But for your many trials, you have grown stronger and wiser. And with the love and support of those you hold dear, you have grown to love yourself.
The flood has washed away so much of this world. So many people and places and possibilities, and all the heroes who fought to protect them. Yet here the Scions are, trying so hard to help those few of us who remain, and seeing how tirelessly they work, how completely committed they are to the cause. I can't help but believe. But I want to do more than just watch and cheer. I want to make a difference. I want to help them like they helped me, and maybe even inspire others to do the same. Coming together, providing for one another. That's the only way forward I can see. Since all of our heroes are gone, we'll just have to make heroes of ourselves.
"'Tis a beautiful, wonderful dream. One we share. Though my power was all but spent in staying the flood, I prayed this final act would give hope to those who survived. That self-same hope lives on in you. It gives me comfort to know that the future is in capable hands. If ever you should falter, remember this. No one, however powerful, is immune to the whisperings of doubt and despair. Do not give in to them. But do not deny them either. Look instead to the light within, that you may continue to serve as a beacon to others.
Thank you, Minfilia, for believing in us, for believing in me.
Dearest friend, no words can express my gratitude to you for keeping her safe in these tumultuous times. You are a hero to us both. But not even the most valiant heroes can stand alone. Only together may you change the fate of two worlds.
What happened? I remember speaking with Minfilia. Then... Is something wrong? Your eyes, they've changed. And the hair too, both. Both those options. Parting gift, I think. Until now, I've walked the path she set before me. The path she set before all the Minfilias. She's given me a new path, a new life that I can call my own. And even though she's gone, I can still feel her. Warm and calm and gentle. I can feel the beating heart of the world, the light that swells within it. And the Light Wardens. There's one here in Amareng. Let's hurry back, the others need to know. You don't think Thancred will be angry with me, do you? There's only one way to find out. I know there's no getting around it, but... would you mind going on ahead? I'll be right behind you, I promise. Yup. The original Minfilia is now officially dead. What a way to send off a character. This game is too good, man. Hello. The word returned, but where's Minfilia? You're back. We are beginning to worry about you. Rain, thank the gods you're alright. Welcome back. I see you've fared better than Thancred. Yeah, he almost died. You okay, buddy? Ooh, the Talos. There's flowers growing on it. Pretty.
Ah, there you are. We were worried.
You look terrible, Thancred.
Really? He wasn't the one that nearly got himself killed.
Pray return to the way he stands now.
When he did.
Please, Vedrit, please.
But thanks to your timely ministrations, I was not obliged to walk through it.
There she is.
Minfilia?
You saw her.
I know I haven't exactly been pulling my weight up till now, but that's all going to change, starting today. I'll do whatever it takes to make Minfilia's dream a reality. I can track the Light Wardens now, maybe even help you fight them.
I'm glad you're back.
You don't have to say that, you know.
But I want to. Your family. How else would I feel?
She will need a name.
A name?
A name of her own. I would not have her walk in the shadow of another any longer. And I think it a fitting tribute to our departed friend, too. At the mention of Minfilia, I would remember the woman who preserved our fellowship when all seemed lost.
Do you remember what you were called before you were taken to Yulmore?
I'm sorry, I don't. I couldn't have been very old when it happened.
Then we must think of a new name. Suggestions?
If the lady herself has no preference, I think the honor should rightly fall to Thancred. After all they have been through together, he's practically a father to her.
He said it!
Well spotted. I'm so glad you're here to explain these things.
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
Oh, nothing.
What about Reen? Ah, blessing in Fae. Wait, does this mean thou wert listening when I delivered my lectures on the Pixies? Not exactly, but that one word made an impression. Of course, if it's not to your liking, I can think of something else.
Reen. Yes, I rather like the sound of it.
Yes.
Thank you.
That settles it then. Welcome aboard, Reen.
I won't let you down.
Look at her. Reen and her two gay dads. What a game. Now then, we have a Light Warden to murder. Shall we? I honestly don't know how to repay you for all you've done, but I promise to do whatever I can to help. Are you certain you're up to fighting so soon? I can't imagine the power of the Oracle is something one learns to wield in the space of a few hours. Maybe not. but in the presence of the Light Wardens is unmistakable to me now. In fact, I sense one here in Amareng to the west. I think it might be hiding underground. Underground? Then it is as we suspected. You thought it prudent to take a brief survey of the area prior to your arrival? To the west we found the remains of a site known as Malika's Well. If I recall correctly, the well was built in remembrance of one of the ancient kings of Nabadareng, to serve as a source of respite from the desert heat. It fell into disuse after the flood, whereupon the miners of Amareng thought to return part of it to an excavation site. Judging its size, the underground waterways are no doubt extensive. The perfect hiding place for a warden. Reed, are you certain you can track it down? Leave it to me. Then it's settled. We make for Malika's Wall. Well. Wall. I would also love to have 2 gay dads. I would love to just have Thancred and Urianger, to be honest. But they're so good. Malika's Well. Well. Urianger. That the walls should still bear so great a burden after countless years of neglect bespeaketh the surpassing skill of the architects. Random person, hello. I didn't expect to see the Tellos wandering about, much less of their own accord. How long must it have been since the creator's bones turned to dust? The warden is down there, I can feel it. A marvel of ingenuity, is it not? Something about this doesn't feel right. Though I cannot see it as you do. It is no less awe-inspiring sight. Y'shtola is also just a wonderful character. Even more so in this expansion. Because they really, pay attention to the fact that she cannot see. It's here. I can taste its ether on the wind. Then we found a mark. Let's put an end to this rain and return the night sky to Amareng. Dungeon! Let's go! Poggers! Nyaha! NPC time! Even if it takes longer, it's more fun. Now I'm gonna take the gay dad squad. Let's go! Look at this perfect party. 2 gay dads, their daughter, and their weird friend, who can eat light and not die from it. Okay, dungeon time! It's time for murdering and witty banter for the next half hour, because there's nothing happening until the boss. Except for excellent music, of course. Name 1 track in these dungeons that isn't good. Can't. You cannot. It's impossible. Ah, fuck. I'm taking too long to find my abilities. What's happening? Ha la la la. Boop. Boop. I think I should be using this one actually. Well. Boop. But yay. Oh, this game. This game. What else can I even say? Like, you know what I mean. When I say this game. Just the entire thing. Oh, it's so good. You know what? What's a really hard like choice, or like not exactly like a really tempting thing for me right now. So as you may have heard, Square Enix is currently working on a new single-player entry in the Final Fantasy series, namely Final Fantasy XVI. Now, the thing with 16 is the producer and director of this lovely game is working on it as a producer. Not a director, mind you, just a producer. He doesn't do any, like, game design decisions this time. But he's still overseeing development. There's only one slight issue that I have with Final Fantasy XVI. It's a very simple issue. The issue is that it's PlayStation 5 exclusive for a year. Or like half a year.
You underestimate me.
And guess what I don't own? Take a wild guess what I do not have. The correct answer is money. I don't have a PS5 because I am not made of money. I also don't have a PS2. That is true. Now, the only way I have of playing Final Fantasy XVI right now is figuring out Venrit's address, breaking into his home, and stealing his PS5. You better lock those windows, buddy. Rip 18 euros, yeah. I wish I could buy it day one, but I'm not allowed to. Are you serious? I need to move. Game. Why? Ah, fuck. Oh god, I'm gonna die. Ah! Yeah, I just steal both. And then I play it. Good luck to read it.
Keep your guard up.
Doing combos in dungeons is hard on this class. And not in the fun way.
I shall protect thee.
You shall. But the thing is, there is hope. There is still hope in the PlayStation department. Sony has actually gone on record and said that the chip shortage finally has been solved. So the console will actually be in stock somewhere around late spring, early summer, and not go out of stock again, which is very nice. To say the least. Like actual console availability, what a concept. Being able to buy the damn thing. Crazy. Never before heard of. By the way, I haven't actually played this dungeon very often. For some reason, people don't seem to run it a lot. Oh yeah, I should pick this up. Maiming Sag. But yeah, let me go to Idealo. Idealo, spelled I-D-E-A-L-O, is like Germany's biggest product price comparison website. They kind of just scrape offers from all major retailers and just tell you who has the cheapest. And the cheapest PS5, just the console, no game, is currently listed at 620 euros, which is a bit much. That doesn't seem like MSRP. I feel that's more expensive than MSRP. I don't remember PlayStation being 600 something purchase. But I could be wrong. But yeah, that's the issue. Hulu. Thebans. Actually, I should, you, come here. Whoa.
Take this.
But yeah, so back to talking about this game. One thing I really admire about this system we're using, the trust system, is that they tried to give every NPC not only their own personality, but also like their customized fighting style of sorts. And one thing that really sticks out to me is Thancred is actually a worse tank if you don't have Reen in your party. Because if you remember from way back in Heavensward, I think, because of the teleportation magic that Y'shtola used, Thancred cannot use magic anymore. But the class he is, Gunbreaker, uses magic-charged bullets for part of the skill set. Since he cannot charge the bullets himself, he has Reen do it. But the thing is, if you don't have her in your party, she can't do it, because she's not there. So about half of his moveset is disabled if you don't have her in the party.
Together we shall overcome this.
And I just think that's really fun attention to detail. Whee! The hole. Ah, right, this fuckface. I remember you. I didn't like this boss. Boop. 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 Fire 4. And reset stack. 1, 2. Despair. And this mess. Bear. Come on. How many rotations do they give this guy again? 1? Yeah, 1. 1 full. Okay, that's at least doable. And then they stab Thancred. Fun times. Whee! And I need to leave. 1, 2, oh boy. 3. Dang it. This sucks. Can you just get in him and you don't get hit? I never knew. Oh, also, yeah, that is how that works. But that's a very expensive 5, is the problem. Have you ever, like, tried to buy a number? Whew. Those are expensive things. Fuck you! You stupid bitch! Oh my gosh! That's a very annoying boss as a black mage. Boop. 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 Ephes. Boom. Got him. Scouting. SMH. Only the most garbage of stuff. Oh, look. It's stupid fucking dicks. Let me just pull those over here, thank God. Don't mind me. You know?
Be gone!
Okay. You know what the what's going to be quite annoying for a lot of my friends specifically because of Final Fantasy 16? They won't be able to talk about it in like the Discord servers for about half a year, because there's going to be at least one person in our friend group who hasn't played it until it releases on PC. That isn't necessarily me either. You motherfuckers. That's the FF secret channel was great. I have moderator
Together we shall overcome
on all the Discords. I mean, like in voice. I'm capable of hiding a channel. That's not the issue. But yeah, I'm also pretty sure there's only like 2 people in our friend group right now who even own a PS5, so... Yeah. I'm not a huge fan that it's time exclusive for PlayStation. I think that's bullshit. Because I don't want to buy a $600 console just to be able to play one game 6 months early. It's not worth it. I will not use the console for anything else. Anyway, look at this bitch. What is that? Just face with wings. Whee! This boss is also not really fun in my class. But I'll have to deal with that. And this is why. Yay. Boop. Boop. Oh, come on. Despair. Oh yeah, that's a weird fucking... That's a boss. Has big Bayonetta energy, if I'm being honest. Like this could just be a Bio Angel if it wanted to. I love how the NPCs dodge inefficiently. Like, don't you guys have anything better to do than dodge inefficiently? Boop. Cast fire. I like stacks. Stacks are good. Stacks are very good. I want them.
I shall protect thee.
Whee! Despair is a pretty cast animation, though. This class is very good looking in terms of animations. This will suck. For the simple reason that I think it's going to do circle. Yeah. It's the worst. So yeah, this is a mess on Black Mage. Oh, this will suck. Please go through. Yes. Oh, they were so close. I'm the luckiest being. Ah. I like booping people with fire, it's fun.
I shall protect you.
You underestimate me.
Well,
Okay. Had to concentrate there for a second. It worked out. Let's go. Whee! And death. Ta-da! Level up too. Nice. The light. There is. There it be. Nom. Uh-oh. That's not good. That can't be good. That's not a good sound. Or expression. Help. Got a fucking ring from this? Oh my god. Not even the weapon, Sedge. It's time.
Don't get me wrong, I'm glad those travelers made it all the way to Nabatha Reng. But when Urianger told me the Talos was in pieces, and the trolley didn't look much better, I couldn't help wondering what in the hells had gone on. What indeed? At least the heart is in one piece. The rest is replaceable. Looking at this mess, though, it's a miracle they survived. You can say that again.
What the? Are you seeing this?
Yes.
The sky. It...
It's the child.
At last, night has returned to Amareng. We'll save this broken world yet, Tesleen. You
Aww.
see if we don't.
No doubt retreating in the wake of the Warden's demise.
Back to Calusia, the last refuge of light.
Home to our dear Lord Vorthry, who will no doubt do everything in his power to thwart us.
No doubt.
As well he should, for defeat there would spell the end for both him and his heavenly host. There the fate of this star shall be decided.
Indeed. We did it. We really did it. Only wish there were times to visit the inn. We can but hope the return of the night has granted the residents some shred of comfort. They thought the world be unchanging, but today I think we proved them wrong. You will fix this broken land, Rain. Together. Are you feeling alright, Rain? After you defeated the Light Warden, I could swear I saw its ether. Never mind, I'm still getting used to my powers. It's probably nothing. I'm just relieved I was right about when where the Warden was hiding. The last one is hiding in Calusia, isn't it? I can feel it from here, believe it or not. But perhaps we could head back to the Crystarium first. We have a lot to tell the Exarch, but I think we could all do with some rest. She sees it too, then. You just told us, like, you're dying, buddy. And I'm over here like, okay. But what if I don't, though? Have you considered the possibility that I might not die? Wouldn't that be great? It's a pet. Hello. Yes. Snake. Thank you for pitying me. The others are with the Exarch. Before we join them, there's something I wish to confirm. Tell Marine, have you noticed anything peculiar about Rain's appearance of late? Anything at all? Speak freely, he won't mind. Well, since Minfilia bequeathed her power to me, I've been able to see the light inside them. I thought I didn't think anything of it at first, but after we defeated the Light Warden in Amareng, I realized something was wrong. You've absorbed its ether, and the light within you has grown monstrous. Then it is as suspected. How are you feeling? Not good! Rain! If not as done, this will only get worse. Rain, with the power of the Oracle, you've gained some measure of control over light. Have you not? Is there anything you can do? Extinguishing as it does the question. Even at her strongest, Minfilia could not only hold back the light. I might be able to suppress it, but I don't know for how long. Then we have no choice but to rely on Orion J and his secrets. If the next battle is to be the last, you may yet be able to play your part, but you will need all your strength. I will discuss strategy with the others, and see that everything is made ready for a departure. You ought to return to your chambers and rest until then, understood? Understood. I love that you got the choice of yes, Mom. Good. Whether you want it or not, you have most certainly earned some respect. I love that you can literally just tell her, yes, mom. Okay, mom. Mommy, sorry. Mommy, sorry. Mommy, sorry. Mother, apologies. Mother, apologies. Mother, apologies. It's time to meet the boy, the man, the myth, the legend, Ardbert. Very good. I love Ardbert, he's so good. So this is where you've been hiding.
And sometimes the dead would rather not be disturbed. But enough about me. What of Armorang? I see. Minfilia's gone then. Which means the reason I must suffer this purgatory shall forever remain a mystery.
What's the matter? Are you all right?
No!
What just happened?
There's something Minfilia said to me. Not even the most valiant heroes can stand alone.
Minfilia said my time had not yet come. That I still had a role to play. Not even the most valiant heroes can stand alone. No, it couldn't be. There's only one hero in this room, and it is not me. I'm just a shadow, cursed to wander.
Forgive the intrusion, but Minfilia, that is, Reen, and the others were asking after you. Is everything all right? That pain again? And did it pass? Thank goodness for that. I would not wish to see you suffer. Though I know only too well how much you have suffered on our behalf in recent days. Indeed, I have no right to impose upon you further. Nevertheless, I must ask one thing of you. that you survive this, no matter what. When the dust settles, you must return to your world, for the battles to come and the wars yet unwon. The final Light Warden is all that stands between us and victory. There is still much we must do to prepare, but for now, I will see if there is aught that may remedy the strange affliction which plagues you.
I'll see you through.
Of that I have no doubt. Even if I had my pick of every Reflections heroes, I could not have asked for a finer champion. I'll not keep you from your rest any longer. Take as much time as you like.
Oh, it's this cutscene, finally. So long. He's reading. No, this isn't right. Be later. After the liberation of Alamigo, perhaps. That book was written by Edmond about our time in Ishgard. Oh, crap. We have to go. They'll be upon us any moment. Very well. Where to next, then? Let's just worry about when you get out of the city. And right, the airship is still in one piece. Anywhere to go from here will just be more of the same. Gods, but the son of the last one. I reckon Knights 12 must take the Knights Rubble by now. Is there nothing else we can do? Dude, look around you. This isn't war. It's a sickness, and it's spread to every corner of Eorzea. The city-states are in disarray, and by accounts of the Far East faring no better. There'll be nothing left of us when this is over. The world's beyond saving. I never tire of that story. When the hero swoops in astride a white dragon to save the little girl. I could die happy knowing someone like that was still around. Indeed, but not today. Not while our message remains undelivered. Have faith, my friend. We will find him. What peculiar dream was that the past? Huh. Weird. Well. Ah, yes. Ah, Master Umbria. I just did a pleasant rest. While you were ensconced in your chamber, a message arrived from the Exarch. He bids you come to the Ocular at your earliest convenience. And, sir, whenever your duties may take you next, I shall pray for your safe return. May the night keep you. Yep. Also, that is also just something about this game that I really like. There's actually, like, in universe, people telling stories about the player's adventures. There is songs written by the traveling bard about our heroic battles. There's entire books written by people we've met detailing our entire adventure of the time that we spent with them. It's so good.
There you are. May I assume you've had your fill of rest?
Yes.
That is well. Now that we are all present, let us speak of our plan. Thus far, we have vanquished 4 Light Wardens, restoring night to much of Northrend. Only one remains, that of Calusia. And with Reen to guide us, I am certain we will find it.
We're so close now. If we can just take care of this one last warden, we'll rob the Sin Eaters of their final foothold and drive them out of Northrend once and for all.
Yes.
It will be a new beginning for the First. A chance for the people to rebuild their world.
In short, a prize worth fighting for.
And in thus delivering the First from destruction, so too shall we unsow the seeds of the 8th umbral calamity.
Do you hear? Your dreamed of rejoining is in jeopardy. Are you sure you're not tempted to intervene?
You labor under the misapprehension that vanquishing the Sin Eaters is tantamount to saving the world. It is not. In truth, you only delay the inevitable, lengthening your fleeting lives by the smallest of margins. Twould be churlish of me to deny you this small concession, close as we've become. Foolish and misguided though you are not without charm.
Yes.
Each and every one of you is possessed of a noble heart. When the weak want for succor, you do not hesitate to provide it. Alas, your nobility is short-sighted. You think only of the problem in front of your nose. A limitation of your ephemeral existence.
Our lives may seem short and insignificant to the likes of you, but one does not need to be an eternal being to achieve lasting change.
If I may stop you there, I do not claim that we Ascians are special. That is another misconception. In the beginning, everyone lived nigh for eternity. Such was the natural order of things. But like so much else, this was taken from you. You won't object if I borrow your plaything? distant past, when the world was one and whole, a great calamity threatened all life. It began without warning. The very laws of the star were warped and broken, and chaos swiftly spread throughout the land. Faced with annihilation, we sought to imbue the star with its own will. Thus was Zodiac born, and by his power was order restored. Ere long, however, thankless fools began to fear that Zodiac's might was too great, and so they conjured another to keep him in check. Your own dear Hydaelyn.
And the two beings waged war until, with a single devastating blow, Hydaelyn unmade Zodiac, scattering his being across space and time. So you told us in the Katana Ravel.
Yes, yes. And there began our woes, with Hydaelyn's blow and all that it wrought. As a counterbalance to Zodiac, Hydaelyn was created with the power to enervate her foe. This singular ability strikes not at such banal things as flesh, but everything that defines the target, diluting its existence. For example, were she to strike you, two individuals, identical in appearance yet reduced in all respects, strength, intelligence, the soul itself, all is halved. Do you see? This self-same fate befell not only Zodiac, but the very star. Only 3 were fortunate enough to escape the Sundering. Me being one of them. When I beheld the shattered remnants of our home, I knew deepest despair. The inhabitants of these 14 fragments were feeble, frail and foolish, oblivious to their imperfection, ignorant of their past. Malformed creatures thrashing blindly about. Pitiful, disturbing, depressing. So, we took it upon ourselves to rejoin the worlds. But in our eagerness and, I confess, our ignorance, we erred and made a useless void of the 13th. It was only afterwards that we discovered a connection twixt source and shard, a flow of energy that maintains elemental balance. And thus did we arrive at our time-honored modus operandi.
From a purely Asian standpoint, it could be said that what you seek to do is only logical. But that would be to ignore the immeasurable destruction wrought with each rejoining. You have murdered millions, and this we cannot condone.
By your fragmented existence, you continue to give rise to tragedies far crueler than any calamity. But yes, moral relativism and all that. Case in point, I do not consider you to be truly alive, ergo I will not be guilty of murder if I kill you.
Oof.
Oh, don't look at me like that. You for whom I have only the highest expectations. A vaunted hero of the Source, 7 times rejoined. Long have I awaited one who might brave a path of lesser tragedy. A resilient soul able to endure the necessary pain. I dare to hope that my wait is over. So, finish your task and slay the Light Warden. Make proof of your usefulness, and then we may speak again.
Forgive me, my lord, but this could not wait.
Speak freely, Captain.
Our informant in Colusia sends word of unusual activity in Yulmore.
Yulmore?
It appears their forces are entrenching themselves at key points throughout the city, making ready for an attack by all indications.
An intriguing use of resources. I rather doubt Lord Vorthry is concerned for the safety of his citizens.
You think he's harboring the Light Warden inside the city walls? Even if he does have some means of controlling the Sin Eaters, wouldn't that be a little risky?
Risky or not, if there is even a chance the Warden is hiding there, we will need to act fast. The longer we wait, the better prepared the Yulmorans will be.
Agreed. See to your preparations then and make for Colusia. God's willing, this hunt will be the last. Let us see it through to the end.
We should begin by assembling in Right. There we may assess the situation in Yulmore and decide how best to proceed.
Okay. Now that was the lore drop. There we go. We know more things now. Yay! Visora, what could it be? There you are, Rain. The others, I've gone ahead to reconnoiter in Gate Town. We are to follow shortly. It has been a while, has it not, since the two of us infiltrated Yulmore? Since we faced Lord Vorthry, I felt such fury as I have never felt before. His actions are unconscionable, of course, and any abhorrence I felt for him entirely justified. Yet mingled with my rage, there was something else. At first I was unsure what it was, but in course of our struggles I found the answer. In Vorthry's self-righteousness, in his absolute belief that he, and he alone, is the cure to this world's ills, I saw a reflection of myself, and it brought the memories of all my past follies back flooding back. No, Elfie, no. He's the vainglorious, ignorant fool I once was. And having shared his affliction, I feel duty-bound to open his eyes to the truth. Whether he will accept it with the good grace I did, is another question. What is it, Reen? Do you sense the Light Warden? I'm not sure. The aura is different. Perhaps if you were a little closer. 'Tis time we were on our way in any case. Let us join our comrades in Gaitan. Rain, as precaution, may I ask that you go first? to ensure that the path is clear. The closer we are to Yulmore, the more I worry that Reen may be recognized. If you see any prying eyes along the way, pray encourage the owners to look elsewhere. But yeah, so this gives this lore drop. It gives like aside from the obvious like very rude way that Ascians think of us regular people. It gives a few pieces of information that are really interesting. One, not only was the world split into 14 parts, so was the soul of everyone living in it. And while the source has been rejoined 7 times, making it equate 8/14ths of the thing, or rather, I think you can break that down to, yeah, 4/7ths. So a little more than a half of the original. Everyone in the shards is actually only 1/14th of their original being. So, technically speaking, we are 8 times more powerful than any given regular person in this world. From, like, the soul's sheer ability alone. And also, another thing that very curiously happened in that thing is the Void, the demon realm, where all of the like black mages made their pacts with. Remember Void Ark? That all the creatures in the Void Ark raid series, they are actually all just people. Void Scent and Sin Eaters are basically the same thing. They just broke the 13th shard. They flooded it with darkness, and they didn't rejoin it in time. So now it's just fucking dead. And actually, the game hasn't been fully clear on the mechanics of this as of yet, even with all the Endwalker content in it. So I can just freely share my thoughts on the topic of the Void. So I don't think the ether in the Void was nullified. I don't think it's actually empty. I think what happened to the Void is all the ether in it was turned into dark aspected ether. Much like most of the ether in the first was turned into light aspected ether. And the reason why it's unusable to the Ascians, why they can't rejoin it, is because it is not in the world. It is not part of just the general atmosphere around in the Void. The remaining ether in the 13th is all in its inside its inhabitants. So, without basically murdering every creature in the Void in one blow, and then instantly triggering a rejoining in the source, there's no way to get that ether out of the Void currently. It's just stuck there. 1/14 of the original world is now forever in the void. Until we maybe figure out how to get it into the source or something. Maybe. I don't know if we will. Anyway. Lord Vorthry, we hear, we obey. Ah. Excuse-moi? But yeah, when they told, like, when I was here in this part of the game for the first time, where they tell you about the unsundered world, I wanted nothing more than to see it. I wanted nothing more than to see the original world before the sundering. But not at the cost of the lives of all of the people I like. Nuh-uh. Just in general, just have a vacation there. Like, wouldn't that be cool to just go there? Ah. Long live Lord Vorthry. Okay. Weird. Oh, I think it's time for a cutscene specifically that I remember with, yeah, it is. I think we finally learn what Meol is made of. Ah, good of you to join us. I was debating whether to warn you, but it's too late now. I take it you noticed the people behaving strangely along the path. It's more of the same here. Ishtar and Alice are here investigating as we speak. Let's wait and see what they have to say. Keys are clearly turning in Oriente's mind. Why don't you ask him what he means about this? Doop doop.
Strange. Passing strange. By their behavior, we may safely assume that they are under Vorthry's mind control. Yet the extent of the effect seemeth to vary dramatically between subjects. It is far too pronounced to be attributed simply to the vagaries of innate magical resistance.
Curiouser and curiouser. We met with no trouble en route. My thanks for securing the way. But given the state of the townsfolk, I see we were never in any danger of being recognized.
What can you tell us from here?
I sense a powerful eater in the uppermost reaches of the city. But there's something different about it. Its light is impure. We need to get closer.
Oh, so that one's Alfino. Well, unless you're triplets.
Kaishia, what are you doing here?
He lives! The cat boy!
While I was scouting the area, I noticed a suspicious figure skulking about. So I accosted him, only to have him call me Alfino. I thought it best to bring him along.
Oof, the insult.
You see, that informant who's been feeding secrets to the Crystarium, it's me. See, after you saved my life in Yulmore, I thought about going somewhere far away.
Oh my god.
I couldn't just leave, not without paying you back. So I decided to stay here, keep an eye on things. And whenever I spotted something strange, I shared it with your friends.
That took no small amount of courage. Well done.
I assume you saw what happened here.
Right, so an airship flew in a bit ago, and not long after, Vorfrey starts ranting and raving. You could hear him from all the way out here.
Oh.
Geezer was doing his nut, shouting and screaming like someone had nicked his pie.
It is like the airship bore the soldiers sent to thwart our efforts in our...
I love the accent, what the fuck?
So eventually the yelling dies down, and then this hot, sticky wind comes blowing through. Now that's when everyone went funny. No, everyone but me. Well, me and a couple of newcomers, though even they started mumbling about Vorfrey after a while. Not as bad as the rest, mind you.
Newcomers.
There's something I need Reen to see. This was among the townfolk's food stores.
Oh, that's just meal. Yulmore doles the stuff out.
No, it couldn't be. I know what it is. It's Sin Eater. Meal is made out of Sin Eater.
Mmm, the good stuff.
So it is. In limited quantities, it may have little effect on an average individual. Yet if one were to consume it regularly, over a period of several years, I suspect it would do far, far more than merely nourish the body.
Yum!
That Vorfrey wieldeth power over Sin Eaters is known. Could it be that those who partake of their flesh do thereby render themselves susceptible to his influence? It would serve to explain why the town's newer arrivals succumbed less quickly than those raised on a diet of meal.
He's been rounding up Sin Eaters and feeding them to people. Altering them mouthful by mouthful, all to stop them answering back.
Yup.
There are desperate souls out there killing themselves to escape turning. This is unforgivable. An atrocity.
These Sin Eaters. What if they are not simply rounded up? Do you remember what we were told when first we came to the city? Many enter, but none leave.
What a lovely city! Don't you think?
Let us put an end to it. To this paradise built upon the bones of the poor. Vorfrey's deeds are beyond justification. Beyond forgiveness. Evil.
Legasp.
It's highly
Evil.
probable the White Warden is waiting for us somewhere in there, and I'm all for going after it. But our enemies know our faces. They know that we are coming, and they will not let us through without a fight.
Come.
Like it or not, the time for stealth is past. Now, my friend, if you would be so good as to lead the charge.
Yup. How lovely this city is, isn't it, my friends? That is one way to feed your people, by turning them into food. Lovely. This has Soylent is made out of people vibes. Yes, sip the delicious boba.
I can feel it. A dark presence in my domain.
Sip it.
Ah! It's them! The villains who would sow chaos in my perfect paradise!
Huh. La gasp, it's me. Hello, fuckface.
From me! I command you! Keep them away!
Ooh. But we can't kill them, can we?
Lord 4-3.
He would use his own people as shields.
Yeah, he would. He's an asshole.
This area is older than Gate Town. There are bound to be far more civilians under Vorthri's control. But they do not act of their own free will, and we must not harm them.
As if we ever would. Press on with Alphano. We'll hold off the civilians and join you as soon as we can.
Yay! I love Alphino so much.
Try and stop me!
Keep it up!
Ta-da. We're not killing them, just subduing them, just blowing them up gently. Alright. Okay, hit you. The rest. Over there.
May the 12 guide
Whee!
you.
The mines are not their own. Remember, avoid harming them whenever possible. Okay. I will gently blow their faces off. I'll be very nice about it.
I fear.
Now into them. Jay, would you care to make a stand? Stando! Elf, Orion Jay confirmed stand user. What would Orion Jay stand be? That was clear. Let's go. Oh no, more soldiers. Whee. Stando. Standard Sky.
that later.
Oh, talking about stand user, or rather standard Sky. One of the funniest things. Oh, what? Hold on. The dialogue. Yeah. Addressed this one before. Apologies, friends, but we've reached a dead end. And on this story track, there's no turning back.
I'll break your funny bone.
Ah, I'm trying. Oh boy. We would find this of your own volition, then we will not hold back. Oh, nice. Okay. I'm caught up with the dialogue again. So, back to what I was talking about. Oh, So, in Dr. Stone, they don't use the word for scientist when talking about scientists in the show.
You think this is funny?
What they actually say is Kagatskai, which roughly translates to science user. And if that isn't the most fucking shonen anime shit you've ever heard, I don't know what is. Science user. Let's climb to the canopy. Then we'll take the crown lift. Yes. Do them all. Where the fuck did you go, Elfino? Oh, that way. Oh. Yeah, science I love it. It's so good. And that's something that just goes completely buried in the sub. Yeah, you're a pencil user. NP Skype. I just leave, I guess. Okay, there's another battle. Fine. Bye? But this is a nuance that just gets completely buried by the Crunchyroll translation. It's so sad. Oh, the Etherite. Hello. Is it Ranjit time? It is Ranjit time. There he is. The dickhead.
You will find my master in his chamber. But only should you kill me this day. And you will not.
I will. You're dying. Why'd you go so far? Or why do you go so far? That's what I asked.
You may think me under his spell, but I uphold Lord Vorthry's ideals of my own volition. Man is an inherently flawed creature. In his vain pursuit of righteousness, he but sows the seeds of future conflict.
So what?
Thus, have I chosen to place my hopes upon he who has transcended men, upon he who is unbound by the vagaries of conscience. But enough talk. I am a soldier, and you are my enemy. Come. Let us settle this once and for all.
Defeat Ranjit! The best quest! You know it's good when it rhymes. Ever since I submitted to my master's authority, I've been naught but a weapon. Oh no. Weapon boy. Whatever will I do? Boop. Bop. Weapon man, even. Oh, fuck. No, it's fine. I'm fine. I'll be okay. I'll not be okay. Ah, ha, 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 ha. My casts, they take so long. As long as it doesn't interrupt me, I'm fine. No interrupts, please. Living flame. That's fine. I'll be able to get out of this. That's also okay. I'm fine. You can't see shit. I'm sorry. I was in the corner. But I could. Because I play this game semi-professionally. Ah. Ah, yes. Of course. How much life do these have? Oh, not enough to be a threat. Yeah. Despair. Hi, Ranjit. Oh shit, it's Ranjit. Yes. I've done it. The ultimate. Boop. It's time to kill him. You would pass me, must endure all that I have left. Oh no, he's invincible. No. Oh no. Oh, Snaking flame. Snake? Are you attacking me with myself? How dare? How dare he? Unbelievable. Ah, fuck. Oh, that might be bad. That's a long ass cast, my boy. I'm just gonna finish him up with despair. Boop. Oh, there you are, my precious girls. That are his last words. The last words he has are for all the Minfilius he fought with. You're Redwin. I am. He isn't. He died. I think. The citizen appeared to have calmed down for the moment. I can only assume Vothri is otherwise engaged. Let's get to the upper level while we can. Okay. Ah, yes. The fun cutscenes.
Lord Vothri! Your reign of tyranny is at an end! For too long you have preyed upon the desperation of the poor. Now you will answer for the suffering you have caused! And if you harbor even a shred of remorse, I beseech you to use your powers to redress the balance. For the future of all in Norvrant.
No, it can't be. This is wrong. It's wrong.
Oh, it gets worse.
It's not just a sin eater. It's a man.
Yeah. He is the Light Warden.
Remorse? For the future of all? What nonsense is this? There is no justice but mine. No future but mine. No will but mine. It is preordained. I was born to deliver this wretched world. Me? Unseated? No. It's impossible. Inconceivable. Absurd. I am a great and wise king. Greatest and wisest. I reign from on high.
Is that so?
I will not be brought low by maggots like you!
Scream.
Oh, yes. Of course. I can begin again. Rebuild my paradise. Once I finish my dinner.
Oh God, no. Stop him. Thancred, stop him!
Yay! What a fucker. What a fucking asshole he is.
Where did he go?
Those are strong wings, yeah.
What?
Yup!
Did Vorthree do that?
Yes. How will we get up there? Good question.
Wait. That is Mount Gulg, the highest peak in Calusia. It lies on the other side of a sheer cliff, and much as I wish it were otherwise, it is beyond our reach for now. But even if it weren't, there are people here who need our help.
Oh, Alphino.
Oh, he's such a good boy.
Please, even if it's only to tend to their wounds.
I'll have to.
Thank you.
I don't know if it will work, but if Vorthree's hold over the people is rooted in light, I might be able to reverse its effects. Will you let me try?
Of course. We'd be grateful for any help you can provide.
Well then, if it's decided, let's all get to work.
Yup. Finally. Nope, still not allowed. Not finally, Sedge. Good news, Rain. I will say that Rain is indeed able to reverse the effects of Vorthree's influence. And as you speak, she tends to be afflicted in turn. The problem being, there's no end to them. We're trying to provide what relief we can to those who are waiting and would appreciate your help if you're willing. Okay. Now I'm allowed to. I'll just do that now. But that will be stream for today. I live to see what to play tomorrow. Unfortunately, D&D is not happening tomorrow for reasons that are outside of my control. Or anyone's, for that matter. So we'll be just playing game. I just don't know what game. It's fucking bright outside. What is this? It's fucking lit, fam. Now, thank you for watching. I will see you tomorrow or something. For another game. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for the pits. Good night.